Hi, I'm Joya Myhook, and I'm actually delighted to have a few minutes to just share a little bit of me with you. My husband Bob pastors Turning Point Church in Milwaukie, Oregon, and I minister there leading the women's ministry team, mentoring, media presentation on Sunday mornings, and we have been there for about 13 years. Before that, Bob and I were missionaries to Ireland for 18 years. Our three children were born and raised there, and it was a fantastic life. And then the Lord called us here to Portland, Oregon in 2006. So, years ago, I was asked to write a short piece for a missionary women's newsletter about how it feels as a missionary to come home to the States every 4 years for the required year of raising support. So I told them that it was tough. I did not want to leave Ireland. I didn't want to miss out on a year of life there. Spiritual growth, church growth, babies, weddings, funerals, events, people, love, friends of mine, friends that had become family. I only saw photos and heard news. There was nothing about that year I could get back or experience for myself. So I went on to write that the Holy Spirit showed me that I'd been given an opportunity that not many are given. And it was a forced opportunity, yes, but it was still an opportunity. I was lifted out of my life. Missions, as in much of life, it has this unique quality of never going back, because back is always gone. People move on, live their life, they change, they grow, and as much as I was at home in Ireland, I had to create a new place for myself every time we returned. I had to find a way for me to be relevant and useful. And that's tough, but it's beautiful. After that, every time I was back in the States, I would ask the Lord, what would you have me do when I go home to Ireland? Where would you like me to place my feet? Where shall I hold out my hands so that you can fill them with what you want me to do? It became exciting. I mean, the thing is, I still hated leaving Ireland and everyone and everything I was involved in, but I had an opportunity, and that was a joy. So, fast forward to September 2020, after all that time in isolation for everybody, and I remembered these thoughts, and I wondered if there were people who would choose not to go back to their old way of life, not to go back to the busyness of their lives, their overcommitments, their children's overcommitments. A lot of people then just wanted to go back. But as I said, back is always gone. We've changed in so many ways. We've grown, we've evolved, we've had our circumstances edited so much that we've had to move forward on a road that didn't even exist before. That's scary and it's hard, but it's an opportunity that many generations of people have never had in their lifetimes. Reinventing, creating something new, taking alternate paths because we have to, but also because we can. When Jesus was on the cross, this is Luke 23:46, with his last breaths, he cries out, Father, I place my life into your hands. And I just think that's beautiful. Jesus modeled death for us, but he also modeled life for us. We don't have to wait until our deathbeds to say those words. We can say every morning. We can say them at every crossroad. We can say them in every struggle. Father, I place my life into your hands. So, what will we do with this opportunity? The opportunity of finding new ways to relate to others, new ways to do church, new ways to be relevant and useful? For me, it just brings me back to that question, and I ask God once again, what would you have me do? And to me, that's beautiful. Thank you.